We started living out here full-time in 18. It's an extremely high learning curve.
You're looking at Colonel Sanders. He's our big old rooster. Some of the chickens are looking a little raggy. You know, it's their time. They might come and say hi. It's a heritage breed of pig. Coonies are smaller. This is as big as they're gonna get. You wanna have love with your food. You want to have passion with your food.
I have to ask about all this. I mean, the viewers are going to want to know, like, does this serve a purpose? This
well, yeah, it's
van
actually a house.
That's absolutely incredible.
This is where we like to also express ourselves.
That's mine. All those scribbles are mine.
Bruce, yeah, the whole camera crew.
It's very insulated in here.
Yeah.
It's not cold at all.
You have to learn a different way of life.
What is going on, everybody? Today we are in Flagstaff, Arizona. We're driving up to meet our buddy John today. He's going to show us around his homestead that he has just east of the city of Flagstaff. If you don't know where that is in the northern part of Arizona. It is quite a different place from the rest of Arizona. As you've probably seen in some of our other videos from Arizona, everything's very deserty. This is basically the woods up here. Very beautiful part of the country. It's gonna be pretty awesome. I think you guys are really gonna enjoy this one. Let's do it. How's it going, everybody? We're here off the grid in Flagstaff, Arizona with John and Eileen. Is this whole place your spot?
This whole place? Yeah.
Everything here?
Yes. Well, we got 10 acres.
Yeah, there's 10 acres here, so you can see a fence border line over there, and then there's another fence border line a couple hundred yards that direction, and then from the highway up to that fence that you see up there.
This is incredible. How did you end up acquiring all of this?
Well, my family bought this land about 33 years ago to kind of escape town and live a better life, and we lived kind of just a rural lifestyle for a long time, doing hobby gardening and farming and stuff like that. Eileen and I met and we started living out here full-time.
What's her name?
Her name is Isis. Eileen and I met, decided that we kind of wanted to settle down and start building a life together, so we started living here full-time together in 18.
So what's your living now?
Decided to build a homestead.
So you guys just live off the land?
Well, we're learning how to. It's an extremely high learning curve, especially at 7,200 feet. It's actually closer to 7,500 feet here. So our growing seasons are extremely short. Like most everything's already out of the garden already. Animals are starting to come back up into the tree line and go into their winter housings because the grasses just aren't, providing as much anymore. So it's a steep learning curve. Like, we'll never make it fully self-sufficient, but that's kind of, we keep working towards being more self-sufficient.
It's really more like percentages and supplements, right? Like we said, it's like we don't buy eggs.
Okay.
We just don't buy eggs. We haven't bought eggs in years.
So you guys just have a bunch of hens?
Yeah. You'll see some geese. We have free-range geese. We're getting ready to butcher them soon, this week.
So when that happens, this is a question I've always had. Like, if you're butchering animals, I assume it's not like your dog at that point where you have a name for all the animals. You're gonna eat them.
People go back and forth on it, and I've heard of farmers that name all of their meat
Ooh.
I can't do it, you know, like I'll name like our breeding stock, right? Like I'll name like the hens and the roosters that
Sure.
we're gonna keep. Like that one right there, that's Pumpkin. That
Okay.
gray one right there.
And you're keeping
Yeah, he's
them.
one of our
Okay.
breeding stock. He's a blue Americana, right? His children will have blue eggs, and that's something that we want to propagate on our farm.
That's
right?
pretty cool.
It's like different color eggs. So yeah, he's like one of our guys. You're looking at Colonel Sanders. He's our big old rooster. He's also one of our breeding stock, right? Some of the chickens are looking a little raggy. You know, it's time. It's their time.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of life on the farm. It's time for them to go.
Okay.
And they get replaced. We've got an incubator off-site where there is power because we're off-grid. Right?
Sure.
We've got an incubator off-site. We incubate eggs every spring and replenish our stock. There's also some natural breeding going on the farm. Some of these girls will take it upon themselves and have eggs outside of the coop and breed
Okay.
them and hatch them. It's a neat little ecosystem we've got here. We're not sure exactly how many we have. We think about 50. Legally,
Yeah.
we sell, it's ungraded, mixed something eggs. There's like a legal term, USDA legal term that we have to use. We can't use organic.
Okay.
We can't use free range. We can't use farm raised.
And why not? There's like process
Because
you have to go through basically.
yeah.
In order to get those types of accreditations, we would have to start selling over 750 a year.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
just
it's-
nowhere
Oh, that's a
near that.
lot.
It's a
Okay.
lot,
So it's
yeah.
a numbers game.
It is. So like
Okay.
you're able to get those accreditations if you're like a larger farm.
How real is that? When I go to the store buying organic free range, is this actually, in your like opinion, I guess you'd have to say, more legit than that?
I think so. When you see something that says free range, it doesn't mean they're outside.
Yeah.
It means that they are locked in an indoor, 100-foot like enclosure where they're like, chicken, and there's like, they're packed in,
That's rough.
beak to ass,
So
and
there's no quality of life for the
there's
chickens.
Yeah, and that's like a big part of what we're trying to do here. Like going back to your original question, right? It's about percentages, and more than just percentages, it's about quality of life for everybody,
Yeah.
right? Like these are all of our egg chickens. I'll take you over to our meat chickens that are going to be slaughtered in a couple weeks.
What is this, by the way? Is this just
This
random?
is for
or-
geese.
Okay.
We've got the geese here. We've got happy sheep.
Yeah,
Just
look at
like hanging out, they're free ranging.
Sure. What do
you
they
know.
do for you?
I'm a fiber artist.
Okay.
We'll get to that later. So I
Sure.
like to do stuff with their wool.
Okay.
And
So that
they're
one is-
also really good food.
mostly everything's gonna be meat.
Right now, well, it's the season, right? If you came in the springtime, we'd be like, here's the garden.
Sure.
They might come and say hi.
And as we start
Come here.
lambing, we will eventually start getting into milking and
This is water.
cheese and
Yeah. How does sheep like to be pet?
They
do they?
don't.
They don't,
They don't.
okay.
They'll come up and sniff you. That's
Okay.
water. That one's Monster, and that one's Rosie.
Okay.
You hanging out with the pigs, Rose? This is very weird because they normally don't like each other, the sheep and the pigs.
Really?
Yeah, so this
Can
is...
that be like dangerous for animals to mix like that, or not really?
If you were in like an industrial, more crowded area where like you had overabundance of feces in
Sure.
the areas, then it would be a problem. But we're so spread out here. And the
Right.
pigs are really nice. They're loud, but they're nice. Jojo baby.
you can kind of see the last place it was right here. So they get put on the fresh ground.
Oh, I see. Okay. So that's really important that they have fresh soil all the time.
Yeah. It's important, and it's really good for rotating the land out. Where they're like right here, and we'll move it again. Throughout the winter. But
Oh, I see.
where it is now fertilized,
Okay.
right? And you'll have more greens, which is more greens for the chickens.
So you have to till
and
it.
more greens for the sheep. Well, we don't till.
Okay.
They do that.
They do that. Yeah, they
okay,
do that.
I
That's
see.
their job.
They till and fertilize for it.
Wow.
Yeah, lots of they do the tilling and the fertilizing. They're coonies, so as you can see, they're a hairy
What is
type
that?
pig.
That's a breed?
Yeah, it's a heritage breed of pig. Coonies are smaller. This is as big as they're gonna get.
Oh, okay.
It produces a finer pork. It's actually a red pork.
Okay.
So again, we're looking for quality for us, quality of life for them.
I was gonna say because usually pork meat isn't that actually considered white meat?
Yes.
Usually, but this is not.
This is a red meat.
Interesting. Are you guys the only ones that live here?
His parents also live here on the property, and his brother
Okay.
lives here on the property.
So all these are these mobile homes up here, or some of them don't? They look maybe like they're. Not.
Yeah. So there's 2 mobile homes here. One's ours, and one is his father's. And then there's actually 2 shops: a wood shop and a metal shop. And I'll let John tour you through those.
Okay.
Because again, we are off grid. We make a lot of stuff here,
Sure.
not just for living, but for selling as well. John and I are both artists. So this is just a 5-sided structure. You might see them at festivals, but we turned it into a greenhouse. The greenhouse is dormant right now, obvious, because it's
Right,
cold.
because it's cold. Yeah.
So we just set up our meat chickens. These are our meat chickens. They free range.
Okay. Oh yeah, different color too.
These
They're
guys
all
are
white.
really docile. Will you let me pet you? Nope. Okay, sorry. Sorry. And again, going back to like my point with all of this is you really want to have like a relationship with your food.
Sure.
You want to have love with your food. You want to have passion with your food even before, and I think doing it while they're alive is more important than just being like, I bless my meat. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you don't have that connection. You don't understand what that blessing means.
I understand. Yeah, okay.
You don't understand what it's like to raise something from like this beautiful little yellow chick, right? This sweet little baby up into this big old bird, and then you got to kill it, and then you got to eat it. It's a whole different experience, and I think there's a connection to the land and a connection to life that's lost if you don't experience these things, if you don't experience what it's like to be with your animals, to be with your meat. You know what I mean? Like, and then
which is something that most people don't even ever experience.
Well,
we just go to the store and
most people don't even think about it. I have actually got a full-time job.
Really?
Yeah, I am executive director for a local nonprofit called Threaded Together. What we do is creativity and connection through textile arts. And again, what I do there is really community-based.
Sure.
We do community classrooms. We do art therapy. Well, we're not certified in art therapy, but we do like stuff for art therapy.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's been like clinically shown that like being creative can like release tension and release stress. We also have like community outreach programs where we go out into the community and like set up tables and do like community quilts. Really trying to engage and help the community. I also run a low to middle income vocational training program that teaches people how to sew. That's what people I feel are missing, is like that meaningful connection that touches your heart, that you think about 5, 10, 20, 50 years later and it means something to you. You know, I just think it's really important for everyone to like slow down and, you know, make meaningful connections to whatever is important to you.
Well, I was going to say, I have to ask about all this. I mean, the viewers are going to want to know, like, what is this?
What is going on here?
Well, you guys could call it an art project as far as anybody else is concerned or whatever.
Well, I mean, like, is this serve a purpose? This
well, yeah, it's
van
actually a house.
Okay, so
there.
you go up a staircase in there?
Yeah, there's a loft bed over in the front driver's compartment of the VW bus.
How did you even get that up there?
We've got a old military deuce and a half truck here with a giant winch on it, and we climbed some trees over there and put some rigging and just winched it up there and drove this one drives underneath it, drove it underneath it.
That's absolutely incredible.
This is our metal shop.
Are you guys Freemasons? I just see the symbol.
Yeah, family's
We just
been
did a video.
associated with it for
Oh yeah.
some time. Yeah,
We actually just did a video interviewing a Freemason down in Tombstone. He took us in the lodge and everything.
Yeah, the guy with the white earth mustache.
Yeah, okay, you saw that? Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed his perspective on it. It was interesting. This is our metal shop. This is my dad, Ed.
Nice to meet you. I'm Serge.
Serge.
Thanks for having us today.
My grandfather did a lot of work in his retirement. He was a British motorcycle restorer. We still play with motorcycles and do restoration stuff and whatnot. We've got one of the bikes out here to kind of bring it back up to date and probably start putting it back out in some shows and stuff like that.
What is this project?
This is the house that we'll end up living in. Yeah, so I cut the whole thing in half and lifted the roof 2 feet. It's still well under legal height limit.
Yeah, so what are you guys doing here?
Everything from cabinetry to art.
So you're like a jack of all trades, literally.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're like literally the definition of that. So you made this whole thing?
Yeah. So
did you have
this
to
is,
bend the wood to get it like
yeah,
that? Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So this is going to be the back door frame for the bus house.
That's great work.
Thank you.
Oh, really?
Just kind of one of my random examples I got laying around.
I came here 6 or 7 years ago, and I had lived in like downtown Tucson and downtown Phoenix. It was a very hard transition. You have to learn a different way of life. People are like, oh, I just want to, have a commune with my friends and move off land, and there's this like ideal, right?
But they really don't understand what goes into that.
Like, you have to fucking change the way you think about everything, about the way water works, about reusing water, about conserving power. We don't have a microwave. I don't have an air fryer.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm fucking serious. Like,
so you really are like truly off grid. Like,
yeah,
you guys even have Wi-Fi?
We don't have Wi-Fi. We use like 5G. We are coming up on the art park.
This is amazing. I've never seen anything like this in person.
We usually do like Tuesday jam sessions. We did like a fat Halloween party, which was a lot of fun. This is where we like to also express ourselves.
Clearly.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is amazing. How's it going?
Hi.
Oh, that's
Sorry, a little paint sticky.
that's all right. I'm Serge.
Serge, it's great to meet you, Serge.
This is Zeno.
Hi, Zeno. It's great to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for, wow, this is just incredible. Have you guys had a part in all of this? Or is this all you? Or like...
No, this is from CPZ, which is Creative Play Zone. It's our collective.
Okay.
So this comes from many artists, probably somewhere in the group of maybe like 10 to 15 artists who put in on this.
Oh, wow.
But I lead the charge. I kind of keep the show on the road or whatever. And yeah, so I'd say this is probably 90% upcycled material. Most of all this came out of the garbage.
Are you serious?
You can do a lot with screws and sandpaper and patience and
Yeah, clearly,
nice
wow.
tool set.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But you did your hat though, right?
Doing it, yeah, for sure. It needs to get redone, but yeah.
You did all your clothes. Look at that.
Oh yeah, I'm always wearing it.
What did you paint here?
What did I paint?
Or did you paint any of this?
I write, oops, so like that's mine. All those scribbles are mine. That's mine.
That's actually very good. I don't think I could do that.
Me and my friend Jesse painted the astronaut.
That's amazing.
And, like, he did most of the astronaut. I did all the glowy triangles. I did Meatwad. Me and my friend Colin did that piece. And
Okay.
then, I started just kind of cruising across the rest of the house.
Does anyone live in there?
Yeah, that's my house.
Oh man, that's
where I
incredible.
live.
Yeah, so maybe I'm super ignorant here. What is this pipe sticking out of your house?
Oh, that's the stovepipe for my little wood stove.
That's cool. Oh, so you have a wood stove in there?
Yeah, it's like a little cabin.
Wow.
We can open the door if you guys want to take people.
Are we allowed to? I don't want to invade your privacy by any means. All right.
Hi, Bruce. Yeah, the whole camera crew's coming.
Whoa. Oh, hello.
This is Bruce.
Hello, Bruce.
Good boy.
Oh, wow. He's a big dog.
This is my house / the CPZ lab.
I'll let you go in.
Time. So we just put this in so we can practice our DJ inside in the winter time. There's like 212s right here.
I have to.
Crossover and mixer.
Well, I was gonna say it's very insulated in here. I feel warm.
Yeah.
It's not cold at all.
No, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I like to keep it nice.
So you cook right here?
No, I just burn wood for heat right there. I cook on the little range top stove right there.
That shows you my ignorance.
Yeah. Some people do, but
okay.
my house, by the time I get it to cooking temperature, my house is going to be 95 degrees.
Right, yeah, that makes sense. Too hot. Okay. So it's just for warmth.
Insulated.
From an anthropologist's perspective, the further away a culture is from like centers of capitalism, the more healthy the culture is.
Okay.
And that's what I've personally observed living here, is like the further and further away I get from like for-profit capitalism. I work in nonprofit, right? So like for-profit
like
capitalism,
Walmart,
right?
basically.
Like a Walmart, right? Like the further away you get away from those things, the more you are able to connect with the earth, like I was saying before.
Sure.
The more you are able to open your eyes and pet the chicken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the more you're able to have a more sustainable understanding of what it is to be a person, to be human.
Would you guys consider yourselves hippies?
I think we carry forth a lot of those ideas, like what would be considered hippie ideas.
Sure.
Right? Like love yourself and love your brother and love the earth, and like we're all in this together, and positive community, and like that all sounds like hippie shit, right?
Well,
But
I was
like,
even thinking
really,
like this. Like, a lot of people might consider it a hippie commune.
We're just a family living
Okay.
in the woods. We don't have like a bunch of randos coming through. We don't have like the woofers coming through or anything like that. We don't.
All right, so it's just your family.
It's
That's
just our
it.
family. Yeah, it's just our family, and we're just here.
Thank you guys so much, and I guess if anyone lives in the area and needs goods,
Yeah.
we'll have it all in the links in the description below.
Well, thank you for coming out.
Yeah,
we
thank
really
you.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
No,
This is
absolutely.
cool.
Yeah. All right, everybody, we are done filming today in Flagstaff. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like, please share the video, please subscribe, of course, if you enjoy the channel. If you enjoy my videos, I have some links in the description below on how you can help support the channel further. We want to take this nationwide and do interviews across the entire country. Thank you guys. We really enjoyed it. Hope you did as much as we did. And till the next one, that's it for Flagstaff, Arizona today.